In a world full of subcommunities, in a world full of weirdos, in a state full of people that aren't even fit to live in Alabama, I journeyed across the oceans to find the paranormal anomaly in my very own state. Thousands have been affected by this, and I'm here to let you guys know that you aren't alone. The enemy quite literally living under my nose, not getting out of bed, talking to himself in public, spreading the cancerous Black Plague which you will soon witness, is something I have to endure in order to save my family. What I found at the end was something I don't think me or anyone else on the planet could ever be fully prepared for. And this, my friends, is a journey that isn't for the faint of heart. This is a journey that I would never expect anyone else to walk. This is a journey into the deranged mind of the YouTuber Red Pill Philosophy. This phenomenon started with a Miami-based dude named Chris Delamo, an incredibly sensitive artiste who spearheads a movement of equally psychotic incels who are paranoid, flat earth believing, MGTOW racist, vegan, sexist subhumans who would love nothing more than for Donald Trump to unload the contents of his flesh dragon literally all over their patchy, bearded faces.
I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing.
Now, I know what you're thinking. MorganIstKrieg, those are some pretty strong words. Oh no, we have not yet begun.
To avoid demonic possession, the What a Jerk production team reminds viewers that God says wash your hands or you could be subject to hallucination, paranoia, heart attack, stroke, death, religious delusion, Vietnamese crotch rats, and more. Talk to your doctor before viewing.
I want to give it to you harder, can I?
Yes, yes. Must feel so good.
I mean, really good.
Why I no longer hold the door open for pretty girls.
You're just gonna have to trust me.
The reason I no longer hold the door open for pretty women is that being kind to hot girls is, generally speaking, a liability. It's a liability in terms of trying to get laid.
Wait, so being a decent human is now a liability for getting laid. And now you owe sex to everyone who opens a door for you. Do go on.
When you're nice to a pretty girl, she doesn't see, oh wow, look at this nice guy, he'll take care of me, he'll be nice to me, oh I love him.
Like, how do you explain having a brain but not being able to talk?
The average hot girl, when she sees a nice guy, all she sees is dollar bills, yo.
Dollar bills, yo.
Yeah, because, you know, every time someone holds a door open for me, it's all I can do to not break out my venomous fangs from taking out their jugular vein. When you become paralyzed from the girl cooties, then I start wearing your skin like a cape, and then I rewire your 401k to the cave that I dwell in.
I just left some restaurant, a vegan restaurant.
To try and kill me, so if you think you have the fucking guts, come to the fucking Toronto Veg Fest!
And as I was walking out, a very pretty girl, beautiful, just a beautiful, lovely gem of a woman, was coming in from the outside, walking in as I was walking out. So I got to the door first, I push it open.
I threw it on the ground. You must think I'm a joke. Sis, look at it. Oh no! I'm an adult.
The problem is that she was pretty.
The problem is that she was pretty.
The average hot girl, she can't control her impulses. When she sees a nice guy, she thinks, somebody who I can use and take advantage of. So I no longer hold the door open for pretty girls, because you know what, it makes my life harder.
This is what happens when you allow people that have a shitty opinion on a platform that allows them to have a community. I don't understand how holding a door open for anyone could possibly make your life harder, you precious snowflake. I hold the door open for everyone. It's never inconvenienced my life. It's just the polite thing to do. Because, you know, manners and not being a complete ass basket.
If I just want to have sex with a beautiful woman, okay, it makes my life harder to hold the door open and be kind to her. Because you know what that tells her? It tells her, nice guy. I could probably use and manipulate this motherfucker for free shit and never give him sex. I'll just dangle the possibility of sex over his, in front of him like a piece of cheese in front of a mouse.
The amount of mommy issues that you have to think that holding a door open for somebody means sex or opens the door for somebody to manipulate you and use you is a very, very unhealthy thought. Man, I know that I've been ripping on you this whole time, but like, I actually think that you need professional help. Maybe you just need to grow a spine and accept that not everybody has the same sex drives that you do. A simple act of kindness does not equal psychomanipulation or that somebody owes you sex. Not every pretty girl is your mom who clearly fucked you up. And just in case you think it ended here, I promise you it only ggets more cringy.
Please make a video on this. She clearly wants to get on her knees and serve the cock after you manhandle her.
You know what, man? I'm fine with chicks wanting to serve the cock. But, like, maybe people would actually listen to the points that you have if the video wasn't literally called Retarded Horror is Angry, Chivalry is Dead. Not even joking. This video is about an article on Elite Daily about a chick that comes to the conclusion that instead of waiting for the opposite sex to come and approach her, that she's gonna start asking guys out. She makes a dumb pun about men having no balls anymore, but she also explains why she said that in the article. I also apologize to my viewers if this seems kind of spliced together. This dude literally spends 15 minutes repeating himself like a parrot for the majority of this thing. And for the record, let's just be nice to each other. There are plenty of ballless men on this planet whom we all love, and it's totally fine to be macho or to not be macho. It really doesn't matter. Seriously though, shout out to the author of this article, who's clearly hurt some pretty fragile egos in this one.
She doesn't know what's happening in modern society. Why aren't men just sweeping me off my feet, pushing me down onto my knees, and just forcing me to deep throat their erect penises? What happened to all the real men?
Yeah, this is the date that I want to tell my grandkids about. I remember the first date that I went on with your grandfather. He took me to the sunset on the beach. We laughed at this guy struggling to open a beach umbrella. Then he grabbed me by the hair and forcefully shoved his massive grandpa cock down my throat. There are some people that still date because they see the person that they're dating as a human that they want to invest time into and live happily with, and oh my god, I can't believe I have to explain this. Is it just me, or is it really weird how turned on this guy is getting by berating the chick who wrote this article?
Thanks, little lady. Little woman.
Thanks, little lady. Little woman.
I want you to come, baby. Can I make you come?
Yes, please, yes!
I really feel like I'm watching one of those weird forced blowjob pornos.
Because in my experience and in the experience of countless men, this is peer-reviewed study on female psychology. Just go onto the internet forums and you see countless experimental studies, in-field studies.
You're just a woman with a small brain, with a brain a third the size of us. It's science.
Buying women drinks and being nice to them in the traditional sense dries up their pussy faster than pouring sand into their vagina.
The real studies that I can find on this are about 50-50. There's a massive difference in the choices women make if they're planning on going into a long-term relationship or a short-term relationship. For instance, if it was short-term, they tended to choose the narcissistic bad boys, and if it was long-term, they ended up picking the nice guys. The internet forums that this guy is speaking of is clearly full of biased incels that have nothing better to do with their time than to bitch about chicks not wanting to I'm not going to consider that to be actual science or actual scientific study because it's just a bunch of your idiot friends who can't land a decent chick. Did you ever think that maybe real women aren't attracted to you because of your psychotic personality?
The role and importance and value of masculine strength has diminished as robots have literally replaced a lot of the old physical work that men used to do. So women now are very much liberated from the limitations of being, well, dainty feminine women.
Thank fucking goat. Nobody has to work these jobs anymore. I wouldn't want anyone to live the life of suffering and bullshit if they didn't have to. So, according to actual data, in the 1950s, which this guy is glorifying, the number of occupational deaths ranged from 13,300 people to 16,000. Almost all were attributed to traumatic injuries from falls, electrocution, and machine hazards. So really, these are like the same reasons why people are dying today in the workforce. So let's compare that to OSHA's study in 2016. The number of deaths plummeted to about 5,100 people. Obviously, that's a problem still, but that's a huge drop in workplace fatalities.
They still want a man. They still want to get on their knees and serve. But now they just want to go straight to the savage cock. They don't want a chivalrous man, a nice guy.
If at any point you ever felt like you were a nice guy, you are sincerely incorrect. Nice guy syndrome is a really bad disease because they are never just nice guys. They are people that have basic human manners and expected to be rewarded for them. Personally, I love that my boyfriend doesn't treat me like shit. It's awesome. Maybe you should try it sometime.
Treat her like a fucking garbage bag full of yesterday's trash, and she'll get on her knees and worship you.
How about no? Nice fantasy world you live in, but no.
He's giving me all these gifts and free dinners and free drinks, all to get in my pants. So as long as I don't give him what he wants, he'll probably keep on giving me free shit. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to give him free shit. I'm going to dangle the possibility of sex in front of him like a piece of cheese in front of a hamster in a hamster wheel running in perpetuity trying to get the cheese.
And they're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away, ho ho, hee hee, haha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in those clean white coats. They're coming to take me away, haha.
It's story time. God, I love telling a story. I was walking down South Beach with an old friend of mine. And we were out there to look around, hang out, maybe pick up some cheeks.
Haha, it's cute that you're acting like you have friends, but go on, continue.
A pair of girls were walking our way. One of them was fat and atrocious. The other one was thin and, sorry, it's true. She was thin, she was very beautiful, very cute.
Okay, so step one. Maybe it turns chick off when you're an asshole to their friends. Just a thought. Being nice matters.
And just a few minutes earlier, me and my friend, we had witnessed some crazy shooting that took place, and everybody was running away crazily. So I, as a man, I'm trying to think of any fucking excuse to start a conversation with this girl. So I'm like, okay, let me mention the crazy fucking shooting that happened 2 minutes ago. So as she's walking by, I say, hey, did you hear about that crazy fucking shooting thing that just happened? As she comes along my side, after I already asked her, did you hear about the shooting? Did you see it? She just looks at me, pauses for about 2-3 seconds, and she tells me, you want me to punch you in your face?
Huh, yeah, because if we had just gotten shot at, maybe it's not the best time to strike up the wanna fuck conversation. Like seriously, no one likes getting shot at on a night out with their girlfriends. Why the fuck would that be an appropriate time to hit on someone?
And it wasn't just the words that she spoke, guys, it was the manner in which she spoke it. It literally felt like a cold dagger. She was literally trying to put an ice-cold dagger through my fucking heart.
He has not even met her, and he's saying that she has the power to put an ice-cold dagger in his heart. How? How has someone not checked this guy into a psych ward?
Here's Johnny!
Guys, also a quick note, the Red Pill supplement. You guys have probably seen the Red Pill supplement on my channel before. Right now it's 50% off, so if you haven't tried it yet, and you want to take the Red Pill literally, I highly recommend you guys give it a shot.
Are you hitting on women and for some reason they won't drop their clothes because they just got shot at? What whores? Give them the Red Pill and they won't be able to say no.
Sports! You'll be good at them! It's an energy drink for men! Energy!
I fed out with this world.
I was brushing my teeth, and I literally started crying. I don't know, I was just thinking about November 8th, the coming election in just a few days. Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, holy shit, I've never felt patriotic before. But I think that Donald Trump and the Trump movement wants to get on their knees and serve the cock.
Still feel like this guy is mentally stable? Let's continue.
The reason I'm getting into airsoft is because I do enjoy video games. Coming up behind the mercenary and putting him in a chokehold. It's gonna be so much fucking fun.
It's gonna be so much fucking fun. So, quick video live starting airsoft.
God damn it! Stop! I'm going to start by making you guys as uncomfortable as I am. Rule number 1 of handling any firearm is to keep your nasty fucking mitts off the trigger until it's time to shoot something. That alone is giving me cancer. Not to mention the cute Chris Kyle cosplay that this guy is doing. Mind you, this guy has never been in the military, which makes it that much sadder that a grown man is getting into something that my 13-year-old brother does on the weekends. And is cosplaying at the same time. Honestly, I would have preferred a slutty schoolgirl outfit, or at least some Christopher Walken roleplay. I'm disappointed that you live in the South with me and you have no idea how to handle a firearm.
Oh, just look at the pretty little kitty. Just taking his little nappy kitty. He's so cute.
I say we eat this little bastard, huh? Yeah, we love eating meat. Let's go.
Someone please go rescue that cat. Can you even begin to imagine the weird shit that poor kitty has to live with? That's his life. We're just making fun of this guy for 20 minutes. That cat lives it.
Jesus Christ.